I did expand my notes, which prior to that re-listen, my notes literally just said Cat Town.
Oh,
That was it. That was 100% of my notes. And the notes from before would just say Lodge.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Cat Down, that does explain a lot of our sessions, actually. As we're going back to Cat Down. Didn't we do like a last night on Earth kind of thing at the end of our session?
Sure did.
That's
right. I remember I shot my shot.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Did that go, Oni?
Like, did you succeed on your roll? I don't know if you don't have to tell me the details of this made up event, but did you succeed on your roll?
There was no roll. It was just a fade to black moment at that time, which was honestly, that's one of my favorite bits of the entire session because Herb shoots his shot and then Sean, you just go, ain't no way, and just everybody starts laughing, and it's just amazing. It is there's like dead silence for a full 3, 4, 5 seconds between you always wanted me, and then okay, recap. Picking up with your departure from the lodge, you all were ambushed by one of the new varieties of sentinels, replacing the treads with a pair of grasshopper-looking insectoid legs that allow it to leap far distances. It did manage to ambush you, get a pretty solid harpoon shot into Herb, knocking him to the ground in pain immediately. However, despite the success of the ambush, you all did rally to destroy it, and even its explosion was not enough to put any of you down. You were all pretty fucked up when you arrived at Grimalkin's place, but you did make it out of the ambush. And that was the thing that had been kind of stalking you. You had seen it, Chip, had seen it jumping into the air, kind of tracking you. But from a sufficient enough distance that it was hard to determine exactly what it was at the time. You made it to Grimalkin's trailer only to find that a similar fate, a similar situation had played out there. There was ample evidence of the presence of sentinels around Grimalkin's trailer, but none of the signs of a battle. No blood, no, laser fire, no crossbows, no nothing like that. And so, Hugh, you were able to track Grimalkin through his scent after a brief moment hanging from a tree. Track him to a bolt hole, basically like a hunter's blind, where he had been hiding out to keep away from the sentinels. You described to him your plan and his role therein, getting a number of the reptiles out of the terrarium, now blanketed in ice, and keeping them warm long enough to have them act as sappers for the bridge, hoping to limit the ability of the Watchers to reinforce themselves once you put your plan into action. You got him to agree. You went to... you brought him with you to go to the cat cabins, the ski cabins, where Nightclaw was being confronted by one Augustus 86, who was the leader of one of the larger settlements of the cat tribe, which had been raided by the Watchers. Most of the residents either killed or captured. There were only a handful left, and they were demanding aid from Nightclaw. You all posed to her your plan, and the successes and lingering questions of the various tribes you have spoken to already about this. And she gave you leave to try to recruit in Cattown to figure out who would be interested in joining your assault. There was some glue sniffing. There was some repairing of armor and weapons, and there was possibly the ballsiest pass at Nightclaw that she will ever experience in her life. And that is where we then faded to black for that particular session, as well as for the evening in Cattown. And so we find ourselves as the sun is... It's not rising. I don't think any of you are early enough risers at this point, whether sleeping off a late night of glue huffing or a late night of working on repairs, or whatever Herb is doing or recovering from having done. I would say it is probably maybe 9 a.m. You all have reconvened in what is essentially has been turned, one of the buildings having been turned into like the chow hall, the cat cabins, the cats having pulled most of the population of some of their closer settlements into the cat cabin proper, where they are more defensible, not just from the Watchers, but also from, although they were not aware that the war with the rats was theoretically, technically, possibly all the way over. Pulling their citizens, their tribe members, close enough to more easily defend, has left the ski cabins a little bit crowded. Not overcrowded, but crowded. And so the three of you are huddled over a round table with bowls of some sort of porridge or stew, maybe? It's supposed to be something they've hunted. And the morning is yours. You have already successfully recruited amongst the cat tribe, Augustus 86 being your first volunteer to strike back against the Watchers. You have had some success with the reptiles, with the rabbits, and among the, I don't want to say remains of the bears, but I mean, you have Wild Paw on your side, as well as a number of the younger bears who and raccoons who have agreed that, or at the very least have agreed to follow Wild Paw into whatever is happening.
Bartok stumbles out of the glue shed in his skivvies, kind of gather up some snow and use it to take a shower in the front lawn.
So real.
Yeah, very real. I gather my things and go looking for peeps.
I think our boy Herb's gonna emerge from our girls den, huh? Nice quick stretch in. She's still asleep. Gotta go. Don't really want to talk to her in the morning. I'm gonna try to go find my homies.
Nice. I think as you two go searching, you will find Hewlett, who has fallen asleep at whatever makeshift workbench he was using to repair things. And as you wake him up, he startles awake. A stray bolt is pressed into like the side of his cheek, and he shakes his head, and it falls out, hits the workbench. What's happening, fellas?
We gotta get ready, man. We gotta get up.
Yeah. No, all right. Yeah, no, I'm ready.
Hey, why would you yell Konami on the dude? Fuck.
Oh, we gotta get the Gramokin or whatever, or do we already do that?
No, he should be around here somewhere.
Oh, okay. I just started shouting his name and walking in a circle.
I am remembering that
actually,
correctly, aren't I?
Yes, he is actually not all that hard to find, given that he set up a little tent along the exterior wall. Like, he's inside the wall, but he's like right up against the wall.
Yeah, he wants to be a little separated.
Yeah, he doesn't particularly like the crowds.
Yeah. Hey, Monkey, it's time to go, all right?
Yeah, I've been waiting for you. I've been up for like an hour or so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like you got Moxie or whatever.
What do I smell? Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
All right.
What's
So,
up? We gotta take him down to where do we take him?
you said you wanted me to go to the reptile tribe, get them out of some of those bubbles that they're in.
Oh yeah, they like freezing to death. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know how to get there. At least I can find my way. If you have other stuff you need to do, it's up to you. It's up to you guys.
Well, let me just pull out the itinerary and the map. Who else do we need to talk? We were hitting the cats. Were we hitting the rats on the way back?
I'm gonna take you to the main scene so you can see the map. You all are. What the hell? Where did all my markers go? No, it's not that one. Where did all my markers go?
And what markers? I mean, how come he doesn't have any markers? I don't know what you mean. That is crazy that they're just not there, though.
Oh no, that's weird. They're actually there. They're just like I can see their rings. Like there's one here. And there's one here. I can see their outline rings, and that's it.
Wild.
Huh. Are they like
the fuck? Oh my god.
hidden or something?
No. Nope, they're not hiding because I can hide them. Oh, there they
Oh,
go.
they are.
I see them.
Oh,
Maybe they're
Okay.
just like loading.
no. When I hid one of them, it popped all the others up.
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are at the cat cabins. This is your current assortment of cells. Although you actually have... Oh, I need to make another cat cell marker. Anyway, that's the map. That's where you are. Like I said, you've spoken to the rabbits who kind of sent you on this whole thing because they wanted to know that they weren't going to be the only ones showing up.
Yeah, we spoke to the bears and we've spoken to the reptiles. I think we jumped. Did we go to the dogs?
Yes.
Then
Yeah, we did go to
the
dogs,
cats.
yeah.
I think we're like relying on someone to go tell the badgers.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
And then we were gonna hit Rat Town on the way back to reptiles?
I believe that's correct. Yeah.
What about these apes?
Well, I mean, I guess the question is, do we feel like we need to personally head back to the rabbits and inform them of everybody who's involved?
I feel like yes, but also like our HQ is
Yeah.
out that way, so
Yeah.
I think if we go to HQ, we might as well be going to the rabbit.
And so just working backwards, like, I think if that's what we're doing anyway, may as well stop by the apes.
Right, because like if we're going to Reptile Town and then we gotta get the reptiles down,
Right.
Maybe we can stop by the apes and they can keep going on, whatever they're doing
Right.
down. Or we can just send. I don't know. Like I know we'd like talk to them about maybe blowing up the bridge, but like we need rabbits for that, so
Right.
maybe
Well,
they go to the HQ with, like we send them to the HQ.
well, I mean, I would think if we could take Grimalkin to the reptiles, given the bad shape that they're currently in, like
Mhm.
his ability to create some warmth and some fire, right? I imagine not just helpful for the crew that's eventually going to make it out to try and blow this bridge, but helpful for those guys to survive a little longer,
Yeah.
right? So if we say, listen, hang out here, right? We're going to go get the demolition experts, right? And bring them back here. And when we bring them back here, that's when this whole thing's going to kick off.
Yeah. I mean that sounds good.
So yeah, I think it sounds like the plan is as follows. We'll swing by the rats, follow the river up to the apes, cut across, stop by our HQ, then head to the rabbits, let them know exactly what's going on. From there, we can figure it out. But I mean, my guess at that point is that we probably take the rabbits, whatever rabbits are, going to engage in this, take them back to our HQ, give them the rest of the instructions, and then split ways there, right? because no sense for us to go all the way back in, just to go all the way back out towards the Eastern Forbidden Zone.
Yeah.
That sound about right to everybody?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Okay, so for me, I'm following you to the reptile town. You're gonna leave me there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we're gonna stop by the rat's habitat first, but if you would want to stick with us, we're going to the reptiles right after that, and then you can hang out there, get to know the crew that you're going to be working with. Um,
Oh yeah, you gotta come to Rat Town, okay? They're gonna love you.
Sure. I'm sure that'll go great.
Yeah.
for Malkin, you got to trust us. It's a whole new world.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
I do.
I'm looking him. I'm looking him in his eye.
All right. Well, you guys ready to go? He's got his giant crossbow slung over his shoulder.
Yeah, I take a look back into like the center cat town. I'm like, you hear me mutter in my breath. Yeah, just one more hit of glue before the road.
We're ready to go. And I put my hand on the small of Chip's back. Start pushing.
Gather your things, set out into the snow, mindful of the numerous new traps that surround the ski cabins. Heading vaguely southeast. Well, no, heading eastish because you're heading straight for the rat habitat. I guess you'll have to swing south so that you get past the Forbidden Zone, but call it 6-7 miles of walking. Take you. That was a very dramatic sigh, Bonnie. Sorry. Take you the better part of the day. It'll take you somewhere around. No, wait, I'm doing the math backwards. Take you the better part of the morning. It'll probably be about noonish by the time you get down there if you're going at a reasonable pace, not pushing yourselves too hard. Dealing with fences and such.
Yeah, I don't think we're like in a super rush.
We got funny. We got time.
Yeah, we got a long journey. I tell you guys all about my glue trip dreams and the fractal beings that I met.
It's like when you have a drunk uncle that you just listen to his real fucked up stories, and you're like, man, how are you still alive?
Well, that's amazing, Chip. And these beings that you say they were trying to convince you that you could just live by just consuming light?
I was like, but like everything's made of light, I said. And they nodded their head and they said, everything's made of light and everything is edible.
Oh, so you sounds like you were one step ahead of these guys.
I
You've been
think
on-
I'm like, yeah, I'm on the path or whatever.
ma- ma-
You gonna be like a light guy?
yeah, maybe these uh light beings, maybe they came to you as some sort of leader or godlike figure in their existence.
Whoa, wouldn't that be something? No, me first, leader of the resistance, and then a light god or whatever. Maybe I could eat the sun.
Would that be
Rocket ship.
spicy?
First, kill the cider. Next, eat the sun.
Yeah.
Talk about
You all
gold.
sound crazy. You know that. You know that. I'm starting to rethink my part in this plan here.
Oh, lighten up, Gramolka, okay? All right, do some glue every now.
Oh, lighten up! He lights his head on fire.
Oh, yeah, see, that's exactly what we're talking about, man.
Yeah, I laughed. That's hilarious.
Eh,
Yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome,
That is fucking awesome.
dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
We're
fine.
all
He's
we're
fine.
all
Oh, hey,
we
speaking.
all have power.
I was gonna say I have 10 feral points.
I have
Oh.
8 feral points.
Don't forget to get feral points for the start of the
Mhm.
session.
Oh, I got 10.
So you all, I'm sorry, 10, 10, and 8. Is
Correct.
that what I heard? Okay.
Oh shit, I'm close to leveling up too. Hold up. I'm ready.
Be the last level up you ever have.
What?
You know, like the games. You know, it's
Oh,
winding down.
okay. Yeah, I thought you was like gonna kill me or something.
Look, at the moment I eat the sun, we're all in trouble.
Well, yeah, we all accepted our fate when it came to that.
Pretty
No
readily,
sooner
too.
though.
That was
We all accepted that someday Chip will eat the fucking sun, and we're fine with that.
Make our journey.
Yeah.
world is going on in the various. Let's see my watcher operations. Okay. With Cattown far behind you, slipping past the fences, either finding or creating holes in them, which turns out Grimalkin, with some effort, is not bad at. You know, heating metal to the point where it becomes almost brittle is a neat trick. And with the sun high in the sky, you find yourselves crossing into the very edge of rat territory.
I got a question, Gomolka. If you had, like, baby, would they be on fire or do what you do?
Oh.
I don't know. How would I know that? Maybe. Hopefully not. That would be bad.
Cool.
I mean, sure, unless you're the poor cat that just gave birth to the thing that burst into flame? What if it burst into flame like before it would like? No, that's no. We're not gonna worry about that.
Man.
Oh,
And I sound crazy, dude.
I didn't think about that one.
Fuck.
Oh, hey, look, there's Rat Town up ahead.
Oh, it is.
Where in Rat Town? Where in the Rat territory are you actually heading? The Rat Castle is currently a little.
Yeah, it's all collapsed and shit, but I think that's where most of the rats still are. right?
That is true. That is, as far as you know, that's where they were. It's been a while since you've been back, and you know that there have been some natural disasters since then.
Yeah. Hey, I also remember something. Weren't we gonna try to find our the merchant guy, the cats in the mountains?
Mozart 44, a rat.
Yeah.
That's why I've got you on this side, because he would be
Oh, okay,
basically
okay.
due north of where you are. That's why I'm asking if you're heading for him or if you're heading for Rat Town. You have been to his little camp before. I say camp, his little settlement before. It's when they were getting harassed by some of Fink's old flunkies.
I don't remember. Was it just that we were gonna be near, and maybe that's why we wanted to talk to him? I don't remember if there was anything important. I mean, I know we don't have anything going on with them, but was it just in the idea of telling people we know?
Yeah, I don't recall. I mean, yeah, I don't recall. It may have just been, as you said, like letting people we know what's happening. It may have
Yeah, I
been
think
like,
he's on a
oh,
world tour.
yeah, this is another scavenger, right? Who might have some shit that could be helpful.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, I don't mind if we do, but I don't think we have to.
Yeah, I don't see any particular reason to.
Yeah, to Rat Town it is.
Another hour or so gets you up around the river back over to Rat Castle. What is it that you actually had your rats doing? Your rat stuff. I know this is in my notes somewhere. They did a pinpoint attack. Okay.
Yeah, I know what the rats are doing. They're doing this. Rat Jam.
The ground here is still patched here and there with bits of snow and ice from the blizzard that was here not that long ago that has since moved on to the terrarium, to the reptile habitat. The ground is still firm, frozen, not entirely thawed out. There are tree branches down everywhere. The crossing over the river is easy enough, as much of it is still frozen solid, at least enough to get you close enough to the other side to scramble, jump, climb, whatever across. Uh, what strikes you as you travel through the rat habitat is the silence. There are no birds calling, the normal sort of grunter life that you would see, whether it would be shambled tusks or grazers or any of the normal things you would find. It's just completely devoid of life. The plants are still burned by the cold, withered and fallen over where they haven't simply begun to rot away. As the remains of Rat Castle begin to grow larger in front of you as you travel, you can see that the tent city that had gone up around Rat Castle is still there, although many of the tents have certainly seen better days, and there are definitely evidence, like visible signs of the avalanche having hit even all the way down here. The few larger tents that were positioned towards the mountain have been knocked down. Not, they're not buried by any stretch of the imagination, but they are, or if they were, they have been cleared out and reset, although they are certainly looking a little in shambles. There are a few rats and mice milling about, doing whatever sort of tasks that they need to do to survive here. And as you all begin to approach, you see some of them sort of whispering to each other. They all look haggard. They look tired. They look in pretty terrible shape. The effects of both the storm and then the following avalanche kind of evident in their haunted expressions. But as you all approach, they do turn to look at you. There are some whispers, although nobody moves to, intercept you directly. As for Rat Castle itself, while the avalanche did not necessarily strike here, simply the shaking of the ground has caused a bit of further collapse. Where there used to be, bits of the building that were still up and habitable, it looks as though those have been abandoned, whether because they have already collapsed or whether they are on the verge of collapse. There is no longer any sign of anyone living in the remnants of Rat Castle.
Are there trails that we could follow? Does it seem like a exodus has occurred?
Not a mass exodus. Like I said, the tents are all still there, if a little beat up and worse for the wear. Mostly it's just they are kind of struggling for shelter, struggling for the basic necessities. Water being about the only one that they have plentifully, as they, there are a couple fires and there are pots of ice being melted and boiled to make sure that, to be drinkable.
Okay, cool. Kind of walk into whatever the, closest cluster of tents are, and Chip will just shout out,
Red Castle, fear not, it's me, Chip. I'm here, it's Bartok 65.
You see some of them turn to regard you, but nobody like shouts out to greet you or anything like that. But you have their attention.
Look at Grimalkin, smile, and say,
See, this is my people.
Yeah, these are your people.
Hey,
You, by the way, Grimalkin and Chip. Grimalkin more than you, but you are definitely, you can feel the looks. Like there is definitely some worried whispering, like, oh my god, come to pay. There are more than a few worried exclamations.
hey, who's been in charge while I've been gone? Anyone? You? Hey, you? You, what's going on? You know who's like, are you in charge?
What was the name of that little mouse who was in charge?
Peabody 20.
What was that?
Small scales?
I said Peabody 22, but that is not right. I'm making that up.
Was it small
Oh,
scabs?
you know what? It's right now. No, it's definitely not small scabs. Small scabs is long dead.
Long dead. Okay.
RP those small scabs.
Yeah, pour one out for a real one.
I think you meant Caesar. Matt Adams 42 in Rat Town. All right, I clearly have lost that name. But there is a small brown hamster that steps forward. Not he's looking at you somewhat timidly. Raises his hand and steps forward. I guess that'd be me. We lost some more in the avalanche. I've been doing what I can. I'm Vivaldi 67.
Okay.
Seems to be an older, like elder hamster.
Yeah, good to meet you. Good to meet. I mean, you probably know me. You know, I mean, I know everyone. So
I kind of look around at what's here.
y'all don't look like you're doing too good.
Sorry, making a note of Vivaldi. That's what I'll lose him again. Yeah. We're down to the last of our food. We've sent out some search parties, but there wasn't a whole lot to eat before the ice storm. And then we lost the supplies when and he gestures towards the remains of Rat Castle. And I know you three helped dig some tunnels into the storage, but well, that couldn't last forever. We've been feeding quite a number here. We did send some hunting parties east as well. What is it that brings you back here?
Oh, there's a big fight coming. A fight that's gonna end all of it.
Oh, oh boy. Oh, geez. And he does that thing that hamsters do where they kind of like twitch their head back and forth, reaches up to run his paw over his ears, rubs them together a little worriedly. Hi. Is someone coming here?
No, I mean, probably not. No. But everything that's been going on, here, it's going on everywhere. Avalanches, earthquake, I mean, Reptile Land is a frozen wasteland at the moment. Crazy out. And the
Yeah.
Watchers
Yeah,
are
that
doing
was
all
pretty
of it.
bad when it was here.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, the Watchers is the ones that's doing it. And if we don't stop them now, then it ain't ever gonna stop. We got one chance. We're gathering everyone we can, all right? The resistance ain't down, okay? We're ready to fight, but we need everyone.
Is the current insurgency like in the rat habitat? It is, it looks like a 47. Oh, okay. Uh, what does that have to do with us? You're here to recruit?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, but it's more like letting you know that,
Excuse me.
this fight is for everyone, right? Like, you either just stay here and die, or you fight and die on your feet. You know what I mean? No, you don't have to fight, if you're not a fighter, of course, but we's making a big stand, okay? We're gonna take down the whole brains of the operation. But we need everyone on board. We need as many as we can get.
Where, when, what?
I give him the details. I tell him the plan.
A small crowd has begun to gather around you as you go over the plan for essentially a strike force to sneak in one side while the others are. I mean, there's no feather coating it. There's no sugar coating it, as the other group is a bit of a diversion. And there is, when you finish the plan, there is a bit of a murmur. Go ahead and make a sense emotion check for me.
Nope.
Keeping it that way?
Yes.
Okay. There is a murmur that runs through the crowd. Whether that murmur is people trying to psych themselves up, whether that is a murmur of apprehension, is unclear to you up until there is a voice shouting from the back of this, towards the back of this crowd. He shouts out along the lines of, we followed small scabs in, and look what that's gotten us. And that murmur gets a little louder. The crowd very clearly starting to kind of turn, and that shout is followed by shouts of, "You're asking us to 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 do all the dying," and a further growing, which, despite the best efforts of Vivaldi 67, this little hamster, to quiet them, the crowd is not. They're kind of not listening to him, and it takes a few minutes for the crowd to reach like full on shouting level. Individual, I mean, at that point, the individual words are both difficult to pick out and kind of superfluous, but the general sentiment being, hey, things are like, we are not in a position to fight right now. How can you possibly ask this of us?
Oh, I mean, what can we do to help? I mean, we've been going around to all the tribes and seeing what we can do, letting them know that the resistance, is still here. We're still fighting for you.
Go ahead and make a dominate roll. Rank. What is your rank?
7.
Okay. The highest rank is probably more around a 4, which would give you an advantage, except that you are outnumbered, and they are. Although you have helped them in the past, they are aware, like fully aware of what you're asking them. So I'm going to say overall, you are at a. Still accounting for rank, you are going to be at a +1 modification. So +1 skill die on your side, just purely from rank and from having helped them in the past. You did get them supplies once, and you are offering to help them again, even though what you're asking for is very clearly dangerous.
Okay. A dominate roll?
Yes.
+1. Watch this. 1 success.
Sticking with 1.
Staying with 1.
Okay.
Chip is not a orator.
Every sentiment is punctuated with, "You want some glue? You glue?"
Yeah. I know a place you can get some glue.
It's no longer want some. It's, we'll get you what you need. You got glue, though?
Yeah, glue? Look, I'll trade you food for glue.
And by
It's
You
food,
can't eat glue, but I
Right.
can.
right. And you also can't eat the quote unquote food that I'm going to provide you. Right.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
the crowd does eventually acquiesce to the gestures and practically pleading of Vivaldi. Look, they were generous enough to get us into the supplies once, and they're offering to help us again. We have water, but well, we really need food, and we could use some medicine. And anything we might be able to use for shelter. I mean, we need the basics. I can't guarantee it'll get fighters for you, but it'll go a long way to meeting what we need.
Okay. Okay. See, that's what we're talking about. We're here to help you, but you gotta help yourselves. All right. The Watchers. If we just stay as things are, they're just gonna wipe us out. Okay. And you and the rest of us, we ain't going down like that.
It was only a couple of months ago that Small Scabs took most of our best and strongest to the lodge, and that's been a painful lesson and a painful loss, so I hope you can understand why people are hesitant. You're asking them to do that all over again. And at least when Small Scabs was here, we were fed and we were warm. We want what you want. We want to not have to worry about. And he looks up towards the mountain. About what the Watchers are going to do next. We haven't really gotten along with the reptiles, but I wouldn't wish that ice storm on anyone. If you can help us, that'll help us help you. Fighters that can barely stand are not going to be much good to you. We've only got, like I said, we sent out hunting parties. We sent them east, but we don't have a lot of very skilled hunters anymore.
Well, lucky for you, you're talking to the best hunter in the vale.
Somewhere, Big L rolls over in his grave.
Who?
These youngins don't know.
They don't know. They don't. The legend must.
The crowd kind of disperses and begins to go about the tasks that they were working on before they came to listen. They, scavenging for food and preparing what little they have to be edible. You are left there with Vivaldi 67, who looks for all the world like he would rather be pretty much anywhere else. Not because of you, but because of, that was a scary crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's not a gentle way to ask this. How are things in your two's habitat? Small Scabs did her best to put an end to the fighting, but many of the rats just didn't want to let up, so I hope you've sent them packing. And he gives the most hopeful but also the weakest smile imaginable, where he's like, this is awkward, but I hope I'm saying the right things.
Us cats been ravaged by war for a long time. Then we had the Watchers also help fuck us majorly. But we're coming together. A lot of fighting has gone down. It's just hard for us right now, but we'll live. Us cats, we're survivors.
He has a very relieved look on his face. Says, that's good. Like you said, towards Chip, like you said, we're all kind of in this now. I don't know if you want to try to find our groups east, or if you want to hunt around. There wasn't a whole lot of food here before the storm, and it's gotten even more scarce since. The the trail east of here should. I mean, it goes towards the rabbits, but it should.
Yeah, I'll meet up with your hunting party you sent out, right? We'll find something good for them. They'll bring it back here, right? And then once things is kicking off, we'll send word.
Right. Well, we'll try to have. We'll try to be ready. Well, I mean, I'm not. I, I'm. I'm way too old to do much good fighting, but I'll
Cool.
go with people to patch people up or do what needs to be done.
Any help is good help. You know, uh, you'll be as ready as you can be.
He gives you a nod and kind of waddles off.
Kind of look at Rat Castle, little remnants of it. Think,
Damn, this place used to be so.
It will be again.
Yeah, but different this time.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. Hey,
All right.
I think I'm gonna stick around here while you go off and hunt. I figure it's not the most elegant of shelters, but I can spend some time digging. That'll at least give people something to provide a little safety, get them out of the elements.
Oh, yeah, we could do that. I was thinking that we meet up with the hunters, get them a good, game, and then send them back and we move on, you know?
Oh,
Because
I
we's
got
gonna
you.
be like halfway to Reptile Town by then anyway.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I guess in that case, uh, I should probably head out with you guys then.
Yeah, if you like, I mean, your idea is good.
Yeah, and I think it'll have to wait. I mean, I mean, I feel for everybody we've met as we've moved from habitat to habitat, but it's it feels like we're putting band-aids on bullet wounds here. Um, I think the best way to help is to get on with the hard task of taking out the cider. So let's get to hunting.
I think I kind of want to just help by just carrying a whole bunch of, just basically carrying the food for everyone, being a big ass pack meal.
big mule. Yeah, we'll see if we can track down their hunting party to the east. See if we can get them some big game.
Yep.
I think I can use my hunting skill to both track them. No, it's track beasts or hunt to find tracks.
A hunt is used for both of those things, I believe. Also, this is bookmarked. Why am I not just going to skills?
It's on
Hunt
page-
small game, track beasts,
Yeah.
hunt monsters as well as humanoid creatures. Go ahead and give me that roll. You are hunting in an area that is real devoid of anything, so I will. That is going to be a -1 modification. Like it is tough hunting out here, and it has been for a while.
And do I need to roll to find them, or like can I find them easily?
Yeah, we can just roll it all into one.
Okay. Okay, so -1. That's still quite a lot that I have. Okay, there's still. I forgot it doesn't put everything in there. I still have 4 more dice.
This roller worked.
Good.
Oh, okay. We push, of course.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and the skill dice
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Okay.
go.
from 0 to 3. Very nice. Very nice.
It says if a roll is successful, you easily find tracks. Okay, that's for tracking, hunting.
Yep.
Okay. What do I get? In this instance? What do I get for 3 successes?
For 3 successes, you can finding the hunters is easy enough. I think if we just use 1 stunt for successfully finding the hunters, the other 2 can be used to get food and or water. Because that
Yeah.
or would you rather roll separately for finding them and just have all 3 for food?
Well, I mean, I kind of rolled this. I'd hate to roll to find them and then not succeed on that roll. I mean, I guess it means that I would be hunting, but then I have to go back, and that's so. Yeah, I'll just use 1 success to find the guys, and then 2 success for food because it was mentioned these people already have water.
Okay. Actually, I will give you all 3 for food, and you can still find them because this plays into something else. So go ahead, roll 3d6. I mean, the fact is it is good that you are finding food for them, but a long-term solution, this is not. But this will provide for them in the meantime.
Yeah. Yo, that's pretty good. That's actually
Wow.
That's very good.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I think you are able to find a shamble tusk that is clearly like a very, very old shamble tusk. It has gotten fairly enormous, not so large that it can't support itself, but you can tell it's kind of on the verge of that as you are able to bring down a creature that will feed a number of people for a while. Now, when you're talking about a whole outpost, like I said, not a long-term solution, but that's a hell of a short-term solution with 16 rations. You actually kind of find it as this does take a couple hours, so it is getting off into evening as you all have headed up the trail a little to the east, heading towards the area that was indicated by Vivaldi, kind of where the forest turns into mountains, heading towards the rabbit habitat. As you are wrapping up butchering the shamble tusk and preparing its meat and loading it up, you can you immediately catch the sounds and smells of another group coming at you. and given time, it resolves itself. You can see, although they have not noticed you yet, a group of 3 or 4. It looks like 3 at first, turns out to be 4 somewhat ragged-looking rats who are hauling a makeshift sledge, not sledgehammer, but like a sled, like a piece of cloth stretched over a wooden frame, and there are there is a pile of something underneath a blanket that they are pulling, and you can hear them having a very animated conversation, although the words at this distance are a bit lost in the echoes. They do not appear to have noticed you, but they are walking directly down the trail, moving west, heading, as you know, towards Rat Castle.
Hey, you guys see that?
And that's the little rat guys we're looking for, right? The little rat hunters.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't
fucking
know.
dude.
Did God in the sky? Did we already find the rat people? Because I thought that's what I just did. These are different people.
You were looking for their hunters, and this appears to be a hunting party.
Okay.
Sorry for not making that clear.
I knew I wasn't tripping balls, dude. I knew it. I think that's them, dude.
I knew I wasn't tripping because you do the glue.
Chip, are you having flashbacks there, Chip?
Hold on.
Dude, look at his eyes, dude. He's fully fucking out of it.
I mean, you were just talking to God in the sky or something.
Oh. No way.
You gotta stop that glue shit, dude. I feel like at this point now, we're getting to the point where now I think they might be able to hear us.
Yeah, let's go catch up with that hunting party.
The day I stop glue is the day I die.
This is like such a new thing. Like this was not something established. You picked this up since you started hanging with that girl, dude.
Are you saying are you saying that glue's the only thing holding you together?
Yes.
Hey man, the diction's not funny.
Hauling the catch from this shamble tusk, you break the tree line towards the group who are out on the trail. And they start a little bit and begin to immediately surround the sled that they are dragging with their weapons up. Clearly startled and not wanting anyone to come steal their food, but other than standing there tense for a moment, they see you, Chip, but their eyes go to the two cats, and they kind of stand there warily for a moment. What you want? Who are you? You can't have our food.
I don't want your food. I'm actually here to give you this food. It's me, Bartok65, though I go by Chip nowadays. Leader of Red Castle, leader of the Resistance.
Oh, Bartok? One of the other rats from kind of the far side of the sledge pipes up. Albino, bright red eyes, wearing what is essentially like torn up jeans and the remnants of a shirt that is more whole than it is shirt. Oh, Oh, it's Handle 59. You don't really know me, but I knew of you. What do you mean you want to give us your food?
Oh, we just came from Red Castle, you know, or slash of it anyways, and me and my friends here, okay, you know, this is Yule, this here is my man Herb, and then we got the best cat in the valley, Grimalkin. Okay, technically second. Herb's the best cat, Grimalkin's the second best.
Now it feels weird because now you picked your favorite already, then you kind of went back.
Look, yeah, okay, I get it, you know, I misspoke, okay?
Dude, you
What?
didn't misspeak. You said a whole different sentence. Dude.
Where where did you find that? We couldn't find
Huh?
anything out here. We got. Whew. There's a bit of a look between the hunters, and then they look at the pile of food you are offering. Wow, whew, that's that's a lot of food,
Hey,
and you got
best
that
hunter
here.
in, yeah, oh, best hunter in the valley. So people keep talking about this big L, you know, and though I don't know nothing about that. The only thing I know about is big W. You know what I mean?
He was nice,
Did-
dude. I don't know what to tell you, dude. You should have seen the fucking traps.
wasn't he one of the guys that tried to break into the castle when Fink was there? Ah,
Holy shit! I did see him. Yeah, he's like kind of big.
anyway, well, I guess thank you. Why are you doing that?
Oh, well, so you know, we's like the resistance, you know, and uh, we're recruiting for a big fight to stop the robots once and for all, and put an end to all this, you know, slaughter. And, we need you and anyone able-bodied to lend a hand. Because if you don't, the robots are just gonna, you know, run us all down.
I mean, and one of the larger rats who had been at the front, kind of pulling the sledge, she pipes up and that's very generous of you. I guess just we'll take it back to the castle. We'll have to load it onto this. I don't think we can just lift that. We can put it on the sledge. You can just leave it there. We haven't really prepped this, so we'll bundle it separately. You can just leave it there, and oh my goodness, thank you. That's we whew. Handel wasn't kidding. We really struggled trying to find anything. Had to go farther east.
Things is bad out here. You know, it took a while to find this. You know,
Can I have all of you make a sense emotion roll?
Go Herb.
I really sensing emotions and shit, dude.
Look, he's strong but sensitive.
Yeah. I got a kind heart.
There is it's not obvious to Hugh or to Chip, but Herb, there is something really off here. They all keep casting glances at each other. And what's really weird is, even though they're like talking about loading all the food that you've brought them on the sledge, not a single one has actually moved from blocking the sledge from you all. It's when they say, you can just leave it there, that you're like, that's weird. That's a little, right?
You sure I can start picking it up? Okay. I was already like doing most of the lifting for it anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna start taking it towards the sledge.
Oh, dude, that's okay. You can just leave it there. You can just leave it. We'll pile. Okay. Yeah. Just
What? I can't hear you. I got all the fucking fur in my ear.
As you drag the remains of the shamble tusk towards them, they are eventually kind of forced to move out of the way, and you can see that the sledge is, I mean, it is covered in blood. Like, obviously, whatever they hunted is still on there, covered by this tarp, and they're just like, oh, okay, that's really appreciate that. You can just set it right there. We'll get it processed, and we'll get it loaded up. You don't have to worry about
what you got. I figured, oh man, let's look at the whole. I'm ready to start looking at it.
You flip back the tarp or the blanket that they've got covering it. Yeah. You're the only one that can really see it, and it is something that will occasionally come back and haunt you. You are looking down at the bodies of several rabbits, several members of the rabbit tribe. They have all been decapitated. Some of them are not whole. They have been separated into pieces to fit onto the sledge. And as you toss back as you lift the tarp so that you can put you can see what's under there and put the bits of shamble tusk on there, they all kind of back away, and you can practically feel their weapons coming up. Not aggressively. They're not coming to attack you already, but they are already preparing to defend themselves.
All right.
I really wish you hadn't done that.
What do you gotta do? Go kill me? You think I care? Hey, you people got to survive. I understand. Oh, we're asking for some help. I'm not going to say anything about this. But if you're not going to help, I got good friends over there. Yeah, I got good friends. All right. Just straight up, Dominic?
Chip and Hugh, if either of you would like to make a scout roll to see what is going on, you are welcome to. Herb, what you are rank, what again?
Let me see. I am rank 8.
Yeah, this hunter is like rank 3, so that's 5 dice in your favor. You're doing them a massive favor. That's another +1 for you. You guys are out. Well, no, you're not outnumbered because it's 4 to 4. So yeah, plus you get 6 extra skill dice on this check. This hunter will try to resist.
This is his best outcome here. So even
It's an instinct of 2. One's all you need.
plenty, baby.
They all kind of look at each other, look at you like confusedly, like they're asking, "Really, this guy? Oh, this guy doesn't." And Schumann 96, the rat at the lead of the sledge, just sort of takes a step back and kind of gestures to put the food that you're carrying on top.
Yeah.
And they cover the whole thing back up with the blanket. It's a little lumpier. There's, kind of bits showing, which is pretty gross, but then just without a word, picks up the end of the sledge and gives you a nod. We'll be there. Whatever you need.
Let's see. Um, Once they start walking away, I'm gonna walk away myself and find a little place to throw up, just a little bit. Come back. Yeah, I think everything should be fine with them. Gotta go.
You guys okay? You're like weird, right? Did you just throw up?
Oh, I ate some weird shit with Nightclaw tonight. If you know, if you know what I'm talking about. No, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It was a hairball. It was a hairball.
Oh, I eat those all the time. They're okay.
Yeah, they're worse when they come back up.
I like second dessert when you think about it.
I never thought about it like that, actually. So, we got them their food. What else? Uh, oh my god.
Yeah, so is we good here? You guys, you know the way back. You good on hauling all this?
Man,
Oh, they have already walked on. I mean, you can
Oh,
shout
okay.
those. They're not that,
Bye.
but once Herb put the cover back on the food, they were like, time to go.
I feel like when Walter went to start hanging out with those neo Nazis at the end of Breaking Bad. Oh my goodness. Did I fuck up? God, did I fuck up? Did I invite real weird people to the party?
Nah.
Maybe if they just die on the front line, I can act like none of that happens.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
ugh. Kind of hungry.
Yeah.
I understand there's a hairball over there somewhere.
Dibs.
Oh, I don't think anybody's fighting you for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you got that one. Um, we just had so much food. You didn't want to take none of that.
Oh, well, I thought about it like a lot the whole time we was carrying it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm turning over a new leaf.
Oh, you're a good
Eats
guy.
airball.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Barrel point. Uh-oh.
Hell yeah, here we go.
Uh-oh.
This is all
This,
self-inflicted.
this is my feral point to eat trash to survive for the day. I roll what? Just another one, Ted?
Another base die. Yep.
Okay. This is a spicy hairball.
You're fine. Your animal side is completely suppressed, and your human side takes over. Lose all your feral points, and you're unable to gain more. You can push
You
the tool,
son of a bitch.
but won't gain any feral points. You cannot use the dominate skill. The effect lasts 1d6 hours.
Oh, I did this
didn't
to
even know
myself. I'm the son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Right.
For
Here's the
6 hours.
here's the
Hours.
here's the question I have. If this suppresses all of his like animal nature, what happens when he's halfway through this hairball?
Oh, he finishes the hairball.
Okay, gotcha.
And is going to feel bloated and disgusting for the next 6
Okay.
hours.
It's just now, I'm now complaining the whole way.
Awesome.
I'm on the hike with you guys, and I'm having tummy issues.
Yeah. Awesome.
100%
The
self-inflicted.
Maker's
None of-
Giver, strongest warrior.
Right. So basically, you're complaining the whole time. So at some point, like Herb and I are like, "Oh my God, are you sure you don't have any glue on you? Can we just get this guy some glue?"
No, he needs glue, dude. He's not him when he doesn't have his glue.
Amazing.
Eat an Elmer's glue stick. Why?
Right.
Because you're not yourself.
You're not yourself.
Fucking popping out those little glue sticks like a goddamn Slim Jim, dude.
It's one of the ones that's purple until it dries.
Dude. Yo, this guy's a fucking animal. Actually, no, he's not. He's a human right now.
Right now.
Here's my credit card.
My credit card.
Okay. Well, where are you heading from here? South to the terrarium?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
Yeah, we're
I
dropping
think so.
Grimalkin off.
Let's go see what. Let's see.
Only a mile or so to the fence. Another mile or so. So, depending on how fast you can get through the inner fence, you can be there in an hour or so. If somebody wants to make me that no nature roll.
I can take that, I think.
Okay, yeah. Dude, I totally don't want to bust out my no nature.
A
All
no
of my
nature?
two,
Good
all of my
Lord.
two no nature.
Oh,
Oh
hell.
shit!
Oh, no, I didn't do it.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. Oh, I thought I would have critted. This is Daggerheart.
I am
Oh, that's
good.
true.
Yeah.
Oh, at what cost?
Yeah, that'll
Hold on.
do.
It's just
So I
wits
was about to say-
damage.
Well, after the first set of rolls, if you don't want to push,
Mhm.
the other option is to just try again. It just costs you a d6 hours.
Oh yeah, I'll go that route.
Yeah, I kind of was getting that way, but I was eating a cookie.
Yeah, no worries. Let me roll that base die to see how much time
Yeah.
has passed. So this is great, right? So we all look the first time. can't find a good spot to cross, right? And Chip is just going on and on about how shitty his stomach feels. And we're
Yeah.
just traipsing around for 4 fucking hours. I'm like, dude, shut up. We know.
It's like I gotta take a shit, but I can't. Every
Yeah.
time I try, it's just, oh.
Yeah, we understand. That's been the case for the last 3.5 hours, dude. It's not helping us find a way to cross.
I look at you and I say, cross this.
What was this was a visual comedy bit, but I don't have any reference for what I am crossing.
I hold up one paw with 4 little my little rat fingers. But not
Dude,
one
what
of
the
them. I
fuck?
hold up all of them.
Well, look,
What? Why are your fingers so long?
take one of them fingers, stick it up your backside, clear yourself out, and you'll stop bitching.
Oh my god!
What do you think I've been doing this whole time?
Bitching, dude. You've been bitching.
That's it. I'm going this way. You go that way.
We're going to the same fucking place, dude.
We end up just walking around 2 sides of a big tree and bump into each other. Oh, god damn it.
Oh, it's you again.
These people are leading a revolutionary charge that people are dying behind. Yeah. It's like if the Three Stooges led a war. I'm pretty sure that's the episode at this point, I'm gonna be honest.
Some notes. Or... Given the 4 hours to find a spot to get through the fence and the hour or so total travel time to get to the terrarium, it is pushing early evening by the time the familiar domes and islands come into being. It is back to being fucking cold. Like virtually the moment you cross the inner fence into the reptile habitat, and you have not taken more than a few steps before you are, struggling against the cold, beginning to feel the numbing effects. And for his part, true to the reason that you have brought him here, he's fine. He's fine. Grimalkin does begin to kind of glow and radiate a heat that prevents any of you from needing to make checks to resist the effects of the storm. Hey, everybody, just stick around me. Try to get in close. Terrarium should be that way. I think we can get there pretty easy. And sure enough, about a half hour later, like I said, the domes and the islands, you can see the people moving around inside the various globes, and make your way over to the small bubble where the seers have their little hot spring. And they very, very quickly just gesture you all inside, and oh, well, you're back, and you've brought your friend. You must be Grimalkin. I'm Gamma. This is, and he introduces a number of the other seers. And we, and then looks at the rest of you, and we did as you asked, and we got our, we got a team together. He gestures over towards a small group of various reptiles, including one that you all know, a leopard gecko. She is doing her best to stay kind of huddled around the edge of the spring without getting in it, but still absorbing some of the heat. I think she's in one of the threads. Important NPCs. You all have met. Don't remember her name. Her name is Esperanza. There's Danzig. Esperanza 84.
Esperanza 84.
You all have met her before. She is a gecko. She's a scavenger like you. Big L had been working on getting her a tool cell, a tool belt. There we go. And she waves again, recognizing you, and walks over. I understand we're gonna blow up something.
Yeah.
I understand. I just hope it's full of watchers when we do it. She rubs her hands together.
What the what? You got a weird spunk to you, dude. You like Chip. You got like Chip with the explosives now.
Yeah, I'm digging this kind of excitement. Okay, this is what the resistance needs right now.
Yeah, well, I owe those. I owe them for what's gone on here, and for she gestures over towards Gamma, and for Big L, and she just kind of trails off and nods. What's the plan?
I think the plan is all yours. We're gonna go with a boy Gamoken here. Okay, he's a fire cat, real cool, but also hot. You know, 'cause of the fire, and he's gonna get you all good. Then I think we's gonna take you to HQ. Then maybe blow up a bridge.
Yeah, you're gonna meet up with a demolition team from the Rabbit Tribe, and once we've got you all together, we're gonna send you out to that bridge. And the idea is you're gonna wait to blow the bridge until things are going down at the Western Forbidden Zone, because we want as many watchers as possible at the Western Forbidden Zone before the bridge is blown, so they can't cross back over to come to the Eastern Forbidden Zone. You follow?
Okay, yep.
Yeah, and
What about the ones that fly?
well, there's not much we can do about them.
Okay, yep, nope, you're right.
You know, the hope is that, you know, between blowing the bridge and the attack in general, right, that we, as a total force, you know, the forces attacking the Western Forbidden Zone are impressive enough that they can kill some of these things, and otherwise are at least strong enough that it warrants the Watchers staying there and continuing the fight instead of heading over to the Eastern Forbidden Zone, where we hope to find as little resistance as possible.
Question. Should I wait until there are watchers on the bridge to blow the bridge? Drop them right in the water.
Look, I think that, and I'd look around to Herb and to Chip. I think as far as we're concerned, um, once you guys are in position, strategically, that choice is yours. Like whatever you think is going to do the most good and prevent the most watchers from getting over back to the Eastern Forbidden Zone. You're the ones that are there, and you're the ones that are doing it. So if you can drop some of those bastards in the water, that sounds great to me. What do you guys think?
Yeah. So we ain't gonna be there, so we ain't gonna be able to tell you what to do. You just gotta follow your heart.
Gives you, excuse me, gives you an enthusiastic nod. I can do that. I can do all that. You say we're going to be working with the rabbits? I don't think I've ever even met a rabbit. This is so cool.
Yeah. Rabbits are pretty cool, but you gotta be careful, okay? Because a lot of them are the bomb. They got like these vests, and, they're real skittish. Be cool.
Yeah, the other thing I'd recommend, if it's at all possible, right, is if you could find sort of vegetarian rations to consume while you're working with the rabbits. Like I do think that they understand that we're all working towards the greater good and that we've all got different diets. But in general, they're pretty militant about not eating meat. And so the more you can do to sort of respect that, I think the better off things will be.
Thinks for a moment. Rubs her chin. Bugs meat.
I feel like that's okay. I feel like that's allowed.
Cool. She gives a big grin. Right, so when are we doing this?
Yeah, when are we doing it?
I meant, I don't mean like blowing the bridge. I mean like you said we got to go to HQ and stuff.
Well, I think that was a good idea, Chip. I think the original plan was to have them stay here and then bring the rabbits back, but maybe it's a good idea to have them um, come to headquarters and wait there so that we're not traipsing all the way back with the rabbits. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably a little safer. The only downside I can think of is that means Grimalkin won't be here to help provide a little bit more warmth and comfort for everybody else that's sticking around here.
Well, I mean,
Wait,
the plan
hold
was.
on. Wait, whoa, hold on. You think I'm gonna not come fight with you guys?
Oh, no. I just meant like if you were waiting here for the rabbits to show up, right? Then you could sort of help with the situation here until the rabbits show up and then you'd come fight with us. Right? Instead of like coming to HQ and just waiting. Either way, you're coming to fight with us.
Yeah, you believe I
Yeah.
am.
But you'll be on the bridge team, fighting that fight.
Right.
I mean, we need someone we can trust.
Yay. Fine. Well, yeah, I guess whoever's got to get to HQ, let me get him there. I can always come back here. It doesn't seem like it's that far, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe. Although I think once you're at HQ, like the team's going to launch from there. right? So no reason for you to come back. If that was the case, then everyone would just stay here to begin with, because we'd have to come back here to get you anyway.
Oh yeah, fair.
But yeah, I think launching from HQ is probably a good idea. That way, we're all launching from the same spot. We all know what the plan is. Um, we can, send the word out through our network once we're all at HQ that the attack on the Western Forbidden Zone, coordinate that, and all launch our efforts from the same spot. I dig it.
When do we go to Ape Town?
After this and before HQ.
Okay. Remoten. You ever been to Ape Town?
No, I can't say I have. I honestly, this is pretty much my first time ever leaving the cat habitat.
Oh, dude, you gotta get it out more.
Well, I mean, when you're like me, most people don't really like you going through their places, so I just kept to myself.
I don't know.
Uh,
A lot of people are okay with cats.
Well, I mean, they might be okay with cats, but cats that can set them on fire with their mind.
The coolest shit ever, and you just said the people wouldn't be cool with that.
No, people are surprisingly not okay with the idea that you might light them on fire with your brain.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
try lighting something else on fire.
I mean, I only did that with a person once, and that was enough. So
Oh,
enough to get me kicked out. I mean, not like enough times to do it. Not that I wanted to do it. I didn't mean to do it. It just kind of happened.
Be real. Have you ever actually wanted to do it?
I hear there's this thing called the Fifth Amendment, and I'm gonna take it.
no. Instead of lighting, other folk on fire, you should light a watcher on fire. You know?
Oh, dude, I'm sick as fuck.
Yeah.
I'll get my chance. I wasn't about to pick fights with the Watchers. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, who would pick fights with
as
the
a-
watches?
Present company excluded, obviously. I mean, y'all like it. Anyway, we're heading to Ape Town. That's exciting. How do we
Yeah.
get? I don't want to swim. I do not like the water.
There's a guy with a boat. Oh my god, I think his name was like Leonardo.
Something like that.
I think he's one of the Ninja Turtles. Am I right, Chad?
His name is Galileo.
I'm so fucking far off. Well, I'm not that far off. I, feel
I
like
mean,
I'm
you're in the
close.
right era, kind of, sort of, close.
Well,
maybe.
I mean, the Ninja
If you
Turtles,
think about it,
they was here in Reptile Town, but they's all dead except Raphael. Now he's the last Ronin.
hey man, I don't think we're sponsored by them. I don't think we can talk about that.
No, this is brought to you by Hasbro.
Oh God,
Hashtag not an ad.
No, this has been brought to you by Hasbro. That's about it. This whole shit is brought to you by Hasbro. Oh fuck me. Anyway, yeah, no, this guy Galileo got a fucking boat. He's pretty chill. Pretty chill. I think he is.
Hey, lead on then. I'm
All right.
not gonna be able to keep everybody warm. there's only so much space around me. Actually, let me see how many people that actually works for. Pyrokinesis.
I can be on the outside. I took it. I upgraded my endure.
Eyes are heat a cold area, eliminating the effects of severe cold for 1 hour. Which is about what it'll take you to get to the shore and get out of reptile habitat. He's fine, doesn't cause any problems. Uh, You know what? Fuck it. I don't. I'm not worried about your endure rolls between your coats, the heat from him. I think we'll be okay. It is still uncomfortable as you all gather your things, step out of the warm dome and back into the blisteringly cold air. The snow and ice pelting you, little tiny hail pellets just smacking you in the face constantly, just all over. And the reptiles, for their part, do their best to keep up, but they do kind of slow you as Grimalkin does his best to keep them alive, to keep them warm as you all travel south to the inner fence. It takes you about an hour to get there. You're moving a little slower than you normally would because, one, your numbers, and two, the need to keep the reptiles warm. If you know what, there's a shore here. I'm sure you can get a boat or cross over the fords. But if one of you will make that no nature roll for the inner fence.
There we go.
Easy peasy. There is a stretch of beach where the pylons of the fence have succumbed to the erosion of the sand and the wires are down. There are already creepers setting in to, get those back up and working, but they seem far more intent on their task than they are on trying to catalog the group of you. You can exit out into the shores of the lake. You're actually in the bear habitat, by way of technicality, as you scan the shoreline for Galileo and his boat. Maybe 15 minutes later, you see him making the trek from the island in the lake, or the islands rather, in the lake, over to the eastern shore, and are able to flag him down. The boat does seem like it might be a little small, given that there are a grand total of 8 of you plus Galileo. There are the 4 reptiles, the 3 of you, and Grimalkin. But Galileo assures you that it may sink a little low in the water, but it'll hold. It'll hold. Galileo's brought a bunch of orangutans and gorillas across. I'm sure the 8 of you little ones are going to be just fine. Grimalkin does take some coaxing to get on this boat. At first, he's just like, you know what? I'll wait right here. I'll wait right here for you guys. You don't need me in there. I'm not going to talk for the resistance anyway. Just We'll wait right here. I mean,
Come on, it'll be great. Yeah, like you said, you've never seen the ape habitat before.
but yeah, no, I see it.
You're gonna love it.
It's
Come on.
lovely. And he's looking over at the island, and you all haven't actually been out this way for a while. Kind of looks a little devastated.
Yeah.
There are, even at this distance, you can see that there are large chunks of some of the walls just missing. They have collapsed or been, otherwise destroyed. And a quick look over to Galileo, and he just kind of shrugs. Ground shook, I don't know, maybe a week or so ago. Ground shook real hard. Waves washed up over the smaller island. We lost quite a few into the lake. There's only so many boats, and we couldn't get them all. But don't you worry, this will get you there just fine right now. Buddy, pile in. With some coaxing or some something along the lines of getting oh god, well, who is Mr. T's character in the A Team?
B.A. Baracus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like getting him into the van. Or the plane, I mean.
Right.
You all hop in the boat, and Galileo begins pulling the rope to get you all to the island. So, you don't mind my asking, as he's... Even with 8 of you on the boat, he pulls this rope and moves you all like it's nothing. Like, just big chimpanzee arms just hand over hand on the rope pulling you along. Y'all don't mind my asking what's brought you back? Not that you aren't always welcome here. Keep in mind, but well, we ain't. I don't think we've seen you since Largo got grabbed. Since before Largo got grabbed, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're all still real appreciative of you getting us out from under the Watch's thumb and out from under old Boar's thumb. Unfortunately, unfortunately, he's still alive, still kicking around that jail cell, wasting our resources, but don't feel right, just doing to him what the Watchers would have done, so we just, I don't know, we just keep holding on to him for now.
It's my first time here. I've actually never been there.
I think this is everybody but Hugh's first
Yeah.
time, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, then he is directing that question directly at you, Hugh.
Well, look, it's no secret we are making the rounds. Time has come to take definitive action and try and put an end to all this before the Watchers end us all. And so we're making a point to let everybody know what's happening. And hopefully, if we're lucky, find a couple willing souls that want to contribute to the fight. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've been back, but Watchers have caused trouble everywhere. And everybody's in real bad shape.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Well,
You know,
we still have.
Esperanza, and the rest of you, you might not know this about Gamma. But last time we were here, um, he dove right in this water, and turns out he can swim like a fish. It was really amazing to see. But that guy just talent never ends. And if I remember correctly, he distinctly did not swim like a fish.
I think I almost died in the water.
Yeah, I think so. But he played it off pretty well.
As you all make landfall, Galileo holds the boat as steadily as possible so that you all can climb onto the eastern docks and onto the
Hey, aren't you glad you took the journey, Grabalkin? Look, you're here.
his ears are back. His tail is puffed out. He looks at you and he's making that kind of growling, gurgling noise they make in the back of his throat, and very, very gingerly climbs onto the dock.
All right.
I get it.
Hugh, there's one thing I'd like to show you if you have a moment.
Anything.
Galileo is tying the rope around his little ferry boat. Young, come this way for me. Hey, don't mind my asking, whatever happened to Gamma? He was with you the last time he was here, right?
He was. He is now running the show for the reptiles. Reunited with his wife, in fact.
Really? Well, ain't that a small miracle? Well, not so small miracle.
Amen.
Good for them. Good for them. And he leads you up the stairs and onto the larger of the two islands. Takes you through the large concrete building where there is just massive holes in the wall, and you can distinctly remember the time you fled here, and there were walkers, firing cannons at these buildings. They've done their best to patch the holes, although without access to concrete or anything like that. It is mostly. It almost looks like wicker, like they have filled the hole with wicker, with branches and bits of bark and vine, not like shoved in there, but actually, like cross-hatched and woven. And is it as sturdy as it was? No. Does it look great? Also no. Does it, fill in the hole and block the elements? Yes. And he leads you through the building up to the stone areas, the large rocks that the building butt up against. And there is on one of the on the northernmost large stone, there is what is clearly a grave, a not dug into the stone, but more of like a cairn-styled, grave of rocks on top of the rock with a small plaque that just reads Ginkgo.
Hmm.
We took good care of him. And there are several other similar graves nearby, and he gestures. These are all folks that fell when the Watchers came to the island that day. They ain't ever come back to bother us since. Not like that.
Hmm.
Anyway, we've had our share of drone flybys. We've even had a couple of times those big cannon toting things floated by in the water, if you can believe it. But I ain't never had a Watcher set their metal asses on our island again. Might be that's why they decided to try to sink the whole fucking island, but well, we're still here. So
I am happy for that. And I extend my arm, and I'm really grateful for how you've taken care of Ginkgo here. An awful day for all of us, and I'm not the least bit surprised. But it is truly heartwarming to see how you've commemorated those that lost their lives on that day. And I'm gonna go into my pack. I pull out the tuxedo jacket and I wrap it around the cairn that marks Ginkgo's final resting spot. Sorry we couldn't have done better for you, buddy. But know that we're still trying, and we're gonna get those bastards that did this to you. Every last goddamn one of them.
you spend a few quiet moments with the graves, and eventually Galileo rests a hand on your shoulder and can take you to the council now, led by a orangutan fellow named of Sagan. Sagan 23. He's a good guy. He's got a good heart, working for everybody here. I think you'll like him a lot, and I'm sure he will want to help however he can.
I, Adam, am glad to hear that, because if it turned out that the character named Sagan was a piece of shit, I would have murdered people.
As I remember, the apes have pretty good insurgency at the moment, so 78. Plus, I'd feel like an asshole naming an asshole after Christ.
Yeah, of course.
All all 8 of you, the reptiles and Grimalkin included, are brought over to the small island across a kind of uncomfortably waving rope bridge. You are brought into a you are brought into the greenhouse, and Hugh, you have been here before, and you are met by the familiar wave of humid air as you are brought inside this. What to the rest of you is kind of a marvel. This glass building, I mean, the glass is not unlike the domes of the terrarium that you all experienced earlier today, but the wealth of fruit trees and other plants growing in here is something of a sight to behold. The building itself is a little dirtier than the last time you were here, and there is obvious signs of where the water crashed over the building. There are some fairly large cracks in the thick planes of glass. Some have clearly had to be covered over in a similar manner to the holes in the building, but it still stands, and it is still notably warmer and more humid than the outside air. And the reptiles immediately begin to feel immensely better. And you are escorted along a paver path to the back of the building, where a trio of apes, an orangutan, a gorilla, and a chimpanzee, are all standing and talking. And as you walk up, their conversation stops, and they turn to look at you. And the orangutan steps forward, his arms wide. He's in what at one time was probably a very fine suit. It has certainly seen better days, but as far as clothing in Paradise Valley goes, it's pretty nice. His arms are, it's not lavish. It's well made. His arms are wide, and he says, "You must be the resistance we have heard so much about. I am so honored to meet you all. My name is Sagan 39. Down because I think I said a different number earlier, but I didn't write it down, so I'm writing it down. I'm Sagan 39. I'm the first of the. Well, I mean, I'm one of the council here. I'm the oldest, so I tend to do the talking. That over there is Curie 88. He gestures towards the gorilla. I'm out of famous physicists. 1 second. And the large gentleman, he points towards the gorilla. Did I say Curie was the gorilla? No, I said she was the chimpanzee. I should really write this down. Tyson 67, gorilla. And we're the elders of the ape tribe. We speak for the folks here, and
what was the gorilla's name again?
The gorilla is Tyson 67.
Tyson.
As in Neil deGrasse Tyson, not Mike Tyson. But we keep the best interests of our tribe at heart, and I understand you are here looking for some assistance, given all that we owe you for what you have allowed us to become. That seems like something we might be able to help you with.
Oh, that's great.
If y'all would like to have a seat, he gestures over towards a number of small wooden chairs that are situated around a handful of small, like side table sized tables, each with a small bowl of fruit on it. He sits down in a similar chair facing you all and pulls an apple out of a bowl and begins to eat.
Okay.
Please help yourselves.
Help myself to a big juicy pear.
Chip, just to be clear, your feral effect has exhausted by now. You are back to yourself. I'm sorry. Yeah, Chip, I said that right.
Yeah. My stomach doesn't feel fucked up no more, dude. Thank God.
What is it? What is it we can do for you?
We need extra manpower for this plan we have, and I'm going to start laying out the details to it.
They listen very intently, the three of them. Other than the occasional glance at each other, they don't ever say anything. They don't ever interrupt you. And when it's done, he looks at you and, yeah, if you will allow me to confer with my with my fellow council members, please feel free to enjoy the atrium here or any part of the island. You are our guests. We will come to a decision, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. We, well, I'm sure you know that this is not a small thing that you are asking. So you are certainly asking some of us to go and to fight and to die, but we recognize that it is a thing that must be done. This most recent situation, with the earthquake and the resultant wave that washed over our home, it has not diminished our desire for freedom. It has not diminished our desire to, well, to live a life where that kind of thing don't ever happen again. But there are, as I'm sure you understand, there are considerations that must be made, and well, this does merit some discussion. Is there anything a little more immediate that you need that we can get you while you wait here, or wherever you want to wait on the island? You are free to roam, as it were.
I think I'll just take some food if that's not too much to ask for.
He gestures around. We do have plenty. It's one of the graces of living on the island and not really needing to hunt.
Yeah.
It's enough to keep us all fed. Not much more, but what more can you really ask for, you know?
Yeah.
Please enjoy, and we will let you know our answer soon.
Right.
Anything anyone wants to get up to while you are waiting here on the island?
I will grab a piece of fruit, sniff it a bit, take a bite, and kind of spit it out and say, ugh, ugh. Toss it.
Can't handle the fruit. Ate a fucking hairball.
Hey,
I love it because isn't the name of your actual animal power that lets you do? Isn't that literally herbivore?
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck, dude.
say, Chip, I know it might not be your favorite. Given the tummy trouble that you had recently, maybe some fruit will do you good.
I look at you kind of skeptically.
I heard if you eat rocks, it helps break down the food in your stomach.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it does help. Also breaks down your teeth.
Oh, you tried this before?
Yeah, a few times.
Oh, okay, a few times.
I pull the side of my jaw and you see like some shattered teeth.
Amazing.
Oh, okay. That must hurt like hell, dude. It was-
Oh, I've completely lost feeling in this side of my face.
oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't worry. I don't feel like a quarter of my side either. Yep, that whole right side of me, I kind of just lost feeling in that after I got ran over.
I just forgot and remembered you got ran over.
Yeah, that happened in my life. Yep. Thank the rats for that one. That was a good time.
Don't take this the wrong way. I wish I had been there.
Oh, there's no good way for me to take that, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Uh, can one of you go ahead and make a dominate roll for me? I realized that they were going off to consider, and I never decided, or had you roll. I mean, not decided. If one of you will make a dominate roll, let me know your rank.
I think it's you, Herb.
Okay, yeah. I'm rank 8.
That would normally be a -2 modification because as one of the elders, he is a high rank. He is rank 10. Definitely don't outnumber him, but he is inclined to help you, so that is a +1 modification. So overall, you are at a -1 modification. So roll. You can either do a normal roll and we'll ignore the last skill die, or if you want to build
Yeah,
your, that's up to you.
yeah, let's just ignore the last one. Wow. Push. Oh, fuck it. We're tenacious. Huh.
All right.
Let's go. Let's
That's
go.
still 2. Also
Okay.
gain 2 feral points and take 2 points of instinct trauma to your instinct. 2 points of doubt.
Oh yeah, dude. Fuck it. We're
The longer they're away, contemplating and considering, the more you start to spiral.
yeah, dude. I start spiraling. I start thinking about like, do the monkey hoes love me? Nah, they probably don't. But they probably think I'm actually hot as fuck right now. Fuck, dude. Can I die before I ever get any monkey puss? Fuck.
Jesus.
Okay.
Dude, sorry, I'm in character. Everybody's...
It's what my character would do. Okay. And it's true. We
This
cannot
game-
fault him.
This game brings something different.
About
I'm just trying to get that. Oh my god.
about
I bring bangers every now and then.
about 45 or so minutes later, the three of them, you all are called from, wherever you are on the island. You are requested to return to the to the greenhouse, and the three of them are in the same spot that they were before. And as you all assemble, they all look up and with a nod, Sagan 39 says, we have all agreed that we will let your request be known to the tribe, and everyone who wants to help you, who wants to go with you, will do so with our blessing. For our parts, we are encouraging our people that this is the time, that this is the fight, that this is the right path, that this is what must be done. And while I'm afraid I am not in any physical shape to be helping you, Tyson, and the gorilla looks up with a big smile, will be vacating his position on the council to join y'all. I'm sure we will be able to bring a number of groups to your aid. Was there an actual operation here this time? I think there was, right? How many pages of freaking empty? There we go. Ape habitat. There was an assault here. Okay. So, just know that when you call for aid, at least some of our tribe will be there to answer that call, and we'll do so with the blessing. Well, with our blessing, but with the blessing of the whole tribe. Them metal bastards took Largo from us, and we still, to be honest, we don't even know what happened to her. Well, that cannot go unanswered.
Okay, this might be a bad time, but I can definitely give you the answer.
He looks at you kind of quizzically.
Let me make sure if I remember this correctly. Largo was the orangutan we saw in the labyrinth, right?
She was a gorilla, but yes, you all
Okay.
found her in the cells. She had been operated on, and several of her limbs had been replaced with mechanical counterparts. And when you tried to rescue her, the programming of the Watchers forced her to attack you.
I think I was going to try and describe it in a way that is way smarter than himself. So he's going to be saying words that he heard Hugh say when he's fixing shit. Like, yeah, yeah. They experimented on her cranium with goddamn tools of certain mechanical expertise. Uh, I I'm trying to really think long and hard on how to say this without being an asshole. But they did weird shit to her and turned her into a weird robot thing.
Are you passing on that you all had to put her down?
Yes.
Okay. There is a very solemn look between the three of them. Well, I appreciate you telling us. We will. Sounds like we have another can to build.
Well, this is for Largo.
They give a nod, and
All right. Uh, I think at this moment, where what are we off to next? Are we hanging out here? What are we going back to HQ?
Yeah, I think next stop on the itinerary is HQ.
Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We'll get a little bit farther away from them eventually.
Yeah.
Uh, I will be honest. I really thought I fucked it up by bringing up what happened to Largo at the end there. But they seem to be chill now with it. I just thought we should probably just tell them and not just hold that information.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't do that to them.
Yeah. It's kinda,
you also answered a question that had been kind of plaguing them. So
Yeah. And Largo
not-
wanted us to kill her.
she explicitly wanted us to kill her. I
Yeah,
do
she was very
remember
clear
that.
about
Yes.
we would be doing her a mercy.
Yeah.
Obviously, like we don't have to like an RP thing also because it's late, but like I don't think we have to put the time in for it. But I think Big L has come up so much this episode that I would ask Esperanza and Hugh, like, tell me about Big L, like as we're spending the night or whatever whatever time we're here, waiting for them to come back, right? Chip would want to hear the stories about this great hunter of legend.
Yeah, happy to.
yeah, as is Esperanza. Just quite happy to tell you about her friend and answer any questions you have.
Oh yeah.
This actually feels like a fine stop. It's only 11:45. We could. What actually? You know what? Let's get you over to. You guys are going from here to the headquarters. Is that correct?
Correct.
You all say your goodbyes around the islands, the various apes that you know from your previous visit here, and those who know of you, all quite happy to meet and greet and talk, and especially with the insurgency of the ape tribe, where it is, a number of them are more than happy to literally in the streets just pledge their support for what you are doing. Knowing full well the dangers, they are still interested in standing with you against the Watchers. It is a very different feel coming from where you were with the cats or even the rats, where there is clearly still some hesitancy to move directly against the Watchers. Here in the ape tribe, that is more the norm than it is not. And so piling back into Galileo's boat, Grimalkin being a little more willing to get on, knowing that he's going back to dry land. You all push into the water, and once again, Galileo hand over hand pulls the boat through the water and to the shore. And as you all are disembarking, he reaches into a bag. It's like a duffel bag. It's a long bag. And says, just so you know, all this goes down, Galileo's gonna be there.
Oh shit!
he he pulls a gun out of his bag, like an
Oh
old
my fucking
school.
god!
It's a little old school. It's looking very beat up. Who knows if it actually works or if he even has real bullets, but he still racks it for dramatic effect and gives you all a big toothy smile and pushes the boat back into the water.
Fuck yeah, dude!
As you begin to cross bare habitat, heading for the cave that is the new home of the Resistance, you do notice, it is impossible not to notice, as there is relatively clear sky here on the shores, that there is a cloud of drones that has gathered in the sky above you. They are not close by any stretch of the imagination. In game terms, mechanically speaking, you're looking at something in the long to distant range. And there's about 10 of them, and they're moving in perfect formation. And as they follow you across the river from the islands in the lake, staying directly above you as they do. And when you hit the shore, they follow you onto the shore. As you all disembark and begin to head into the bit of tree line that does make up the territory between you and the headquarters, however, you see them all turn and just fly away. Just perfectly in formation.
Get out of here. Before I give you one of these.
Okay, it seems like they were definitely just watching us right there.
Yeah, good.
It's not good, dude. We just got the hideout, man.
Oh, just means our timetable is moving up. Okay? We want the cider to know. We want them to know because we want them to, draw forces away. So it's a good thing.
Is it?
It is pushing well into evening by the time you all arrive at the cave. The journey you've had today taking you across a good portion of Paradise Valley, the sun dipping behind the western mountain, casting long shadows towards the cave entrance as you walk up and walk in. The handful of individuals whom you had left here are still here, Adia and Frost and Wildpaw. All look up from the table, from the table around which they are seated as you walk in, and as they do so, and as they separate, a familiar figure seated at one end of the table with a number of maps spread out in front of him, the large eye-patched ursine form of Truffaut. And as you all walk in, he looks up. He gives you a big smile, holds up a cracked glass full of some dark liquid, and just says, My friends, it's good to see you again. I think perhaps we should talk. And we'll pick up there next week.
Fantastic.